Young's Club, I'm on Yuga Master. I'm going to be showing you some replays today. I was going to say Dark Magician replays, but yeah, I'm going to be showing you some replays. I'm using Dark Magician because Dark Magician got some support. Is it the Dark Magician of Destruction, the Gaze of Timaeus, and Timaeus the United Magi Noodles? No, unfortunately not. It's that one dragon that was the V-Jump promo in Japan, and now it's in Master Duel. I've been meaning to make this video for some time, but I completely forgot about it. So here I am finally making it. But yes, that dragon that sends a normal monster from your deck to the graveyard, and then you can special summon that dragon, is pretty much Dark Magician support. So you'll see some stuff I did with that card in Dark Magician. There were some examples I wanted to show, especially in a duel. I didn't want to show them in like solo mode or something. I wanted to show them in an actual duel, but I just couldn't do it. And I was taking the duel seriously, but then eventually I just didn't care anymore. I'm like, I just kept surrendering until I got the hand I wanted. Like, I mean, when I pretty much finished, because I have 5 replays saved, but some of them don't really show examples of what you can do. Oh, what happened to the capture card? Oh, it's back. Okay, what happened there? Let me just check something. I'll just check if it's all connected. Alright, there we go. I don't know what happened there. So this is pretty much... Yep, did that. But yeah, I'm watching it on the screen now as well, so... If it stops, I'll know. Because yeah, just... Lately some issues happen like that and I never realized, but now I'm on top of it. But anyway, I just wanted to show some duels where there's examples. So, yeah, eventually after I got the 5 duels, and I went for all these duels after that just to try to show some examples. I could just never get that dragon with Soul Servant or Magician's Rod without, you know, like, just I wanted a situation where I can use that dragon to send Dark Magician from my deck to the graveyard. And then I can use Soul Servant, which I can draw a card thanks to the dragon sending Dark Magician. You know, stuff like that. But I couldn't really do it much, unfortunately. You will see them though, but it just took some time. Like, I just couldn't get those cards together. It was just so annoying. And I didn't even care about my rank. I just kept surrendering until I basically could show an example after I already saved 5 replays. I'll show you what I mean. So I just decided to not care about my rank. And I was like, I want to show these examples during a duel and show why they're good. And yeah, so I just kept surrendering. You know, I did it on purpose, just until I got the hand I wanted. Like, you know, just I know it's kind of chaos, but I was in a good mood. I was like, you know what, I'll give a lot of people free W's, why not? And yeah, so I just wanted a situation where I had that dragon with Soul Servant or Magician's Rod without any cards like Magician's Souls and Illusion of Chaos. And I couldn't, unfortunately. Yeah, and every time I did, it was when I was going second and I didn't have any hand traps. But even then, I didn't get that hand much. So yeah, I just wanted to show the example, didn't care about my rank. But now, I'll see if I get to Master rank or not. Yeah, when I got to Platinum, that's when I wasn't playing Master Duel much. I just didn't feel like playing it as much. But this season, I went from Gold to Diamond, so... You know, without even playing much, which is pretty cool. But yeah, might as well just show this replay. I was going to show it at the end, but I'll just show it here. And then I'll just go back to my replays. Because yeah, I did something pretty cool with that dragon, the Kazuntite, whatever the hell it's called. I always forget the name. It's such a weird name. Dragolithia Kunzite, whatever. Should I call it Gazuntite or Kunzite, whatever. So here, I mean, I thought maybe, you know, I had a lot of options. I'm like, this is cool because I have Dark Magician Girl. This pretty much put Dark Magician in my graveyard, and now I can draw 2 cards with Soul Servant. So that's something you can do with this dragon, which is really nice. So then I got Eternal Soul, and I used Timaeus. And then I just decided to fuse these 2 into Red-Eyes Dark Dragoon. I sent those 2 away for SP Little Knight. And the plan was to activate Eternal Soul. I was meant to do it before, but I forgot. I decided to do it here. And that's when I used Magician's Rod effect to get rid of Dark Magician Girl. So I can have an extra card in my hand so I don't discard Maxi with Dragoon's effect. Then my opponent used that. I let it slide. I'm like, it's all good. I'll just Maxi. So I used Maxi and it went through, which was nice. And if it got negated, I just would have negated that Link's effect. Shit! But SP Little Knight just pretty much doing nothing this whole time. Every time my opponent has SP Little Knight, it's God tier. Every time I have SP Little Knight on my field, it just does nothing. It literally just does nothing. I guess it's because, yeah, I have Dragoon that can't be targeted. Maybe that's why. Including a monster you control. Yeah, but yeah, got destroyed. Then my opponent XC summoned this, and I was like, oh boy, like that could be a problem. But yeah, it's not even targeting, so yeah, Dragoon would have been screwed, but luckily I had Effect Veiler. So here I decided to summon Dark Magician. I don't know why my opponent stayed and just let me do a lot of things, but sure, I'll take it because, you know. Here I used Wanted, just so I used it during my draw phase and standby phase, just so my opponent doesn't use, like, Droll. I didn't use Soul Servant because I wanted to summon Dragoon. Sorry, well, I mean, technically, yes, I'm right, but I wanted to get Timaeus on top of my deck and use Timaeus and have another Dragoon, and yeah, I could have summoned maybe I'm Duck and whatever, but I just felt like getting Timaeus, I don't know. So yeah, I was just going to put it from my graveyard to the top of my deck. That's why I didn't use it with Dark Magical Circle, the Soul Servant. This was a duel I recorded with my phone because I didn't have room to save it, and I was smashing through my match history. Just destroying my match history by just surrendering until I got the hand I wanted to show examples with that dragon. So the duel you saw before this one was one of those examples, and this duel I actually really liked it, so I didn't want this deleted in the match history. So I just, yeah, because I get to do something with the dragon here. So my opponent used that to negate it, so I couldn't really do anything with that, unfortunately. But, you know, when Dark Magician just defeats a meta deck, you know, someone using Fiendsmith. I don't know why my opponent did that. I'm like, okay, like, sure. I think this is like Fiendsmith and Brain Dead, so I'm glad I destroyed with Dark Magician. But yeah, this was a nice, was it an OTK, I think? Because I can still use the dragon, right, to summon Dragoon. So this pretty much is Dark Magician support, because it just, yeah, like, it helps with Soul Servant, it helps with summoning Dragoon. You know, it's good. Look at this. Look at this. Dragoon. I remember, I forget that this is actually a video, and I can't actually pause through the game or touch cards because, yeah, it's a video. But yeah, good example. See, that was really cool. Alright, now I am back on Master Duel, showing the replays again. But yeah, those are two examples of what you can do with the dragon. I wanted one where I just had Soul Servant with that dragon or Magician's Rod with that dragon and nothing else, but I just couldn't really get that, unfortunately. So here I summoned Diabell Star. I got rid of the dragon to summon Diabell Star. I got the trap card. I want to say something about Dark Magician. I feel like this is going to be the last time I use Dark Magician until, you know, we get the new support. Because the new support, like, it's not a lot of cards. It's only just 4 cards, but it's good. Like, I got so used to it where just going back to Dark Magician like this just feels really bad. So I don't think I'm going to be using Dark Magician anymore until the new support is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I don't know when that'll be, hopefully soon. But we don't even have it out in the TCG, so I don't expect it yet. I'll probably expect it like a bit after it releases in the TCG, kind of like what happened with the Blue Eyes support cards. So yeah, I couldn't really do too much, but at least I had that trap card. Sorry, infinite permanence, and I negated this. Oh my god. In my previous video, I said there was a boring deck. I finally remembered the name of the deck, and this is against this deck, Malice. It is such a boring fucking deck. Holy shit. Malice is so boring. It is just summon this, banish this, get summoned, get this, do that. It is so boring. I sometimes just surrender every time I see Malice because it's so boring. If you want to win against me, just use Malice. I get so bored and unimpressed with that deck. I'm just like, I mean, not impressed. It's just more like, I can't believe they made a deck like this where if a card gets banished, it just helps them. Like, it's just, it's so stupid. It's terrible. I hate Malice so much. I'm like, I saw it once and I'm like, okay, and then like, oh yeah, I can banish this. Oh wait, yeah, this effect will go through, and then you can set trap cards from your deck and then activate them with the Malice. It's just too much. So I feel like what happened with Dark Magician was it sort of just went downhill as soon as Secret Village of the Spellcasters got banned in Master Duel. But another problem with Dark Magician is that you can't really do too much. You just sort of end up maybe sometimes with Dragoon and not so much other stuff, and it's okay, you know. But it's like you have to rely on like Floodgates, man, and Dragoon, because Dragoon by himself is just ain't gonna cut it. You're Blue Eyes, you got Magia, Stifler, and Ultimate Spirit Dragon, right? And other decks too, they end up with like all these boss monsters. Where with Dark Magician, it's like, hey, what up? Just yeah, that's it. Just Dragoon and not so much other stuff. And the problem is you don't even summon Dragoon all the time. But yeah, thanks to the new support, at least with the trap card, we can negate like hand traps the opponent uses. You know, Dark Magician of Destruction makes it easier to summon Dragoon, or even any other Dark Magician fusion really. The Gaze of Timaeus, that spell card, amazing spell card, very good spell card. I wasn't so sure what to do, so I just said, you know what, I'm just going to summon SP of the Night. I don't remember what happened in this duel. I think it was a little awkward. Oh yeah, they can really won, okay, that's why. So I summoned Timaeus, rid of Diabell Star, I summoned Ash Blossom. This was a little risky, I'm not going to lie, but I just felt like winning here. I was just saying, I'm just going to risk it, I don't care. So I banished that. And then if that was Malice, a lot of shit would have happened, you know what I'm saying? I freaking hate Malice, man. Attacked, my opponent used... oh, this was against the Tenpai player, right? Yeah, get out of here, meta player. Losing to Dark Magician. Get out of here. So I attacked, and I got the animation with Dark Magician, the win animation. Looks good. Two more replays, but yeah, I showed a bit more. I just felt bad that I didn't showcase this earlier. It's just I was just trying to get to like Diamond as well. I didn't want to do this in Platinum. I wanted to be in Diamond, and then I was happy to do this, and I just wasn't playing Master Duel as much. But no, lately some BS happened with Transport. I'm not going to say what, but I was able to just play Master Duel because of it. Taking longer than usual. So I'm like, you know, I'm just going to play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Get my rank up, make more content for Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah. There's something else I wanted to do in Diamond as well. That'll be a different kind of video. It won't be the next one, it'll be the one after that, where it's live duels, and I won't say what it is yet, but I can't wait to do it. It's going to be exciting. The video will be either long or short. That's all I'm going to say. Not going to say much. So yeah, I decided to summon Dark Magician to banish that field spell, just so my opponent doesn't use that field spell. I think it's Trap Tricks, right? Yeah, so I banished it. Then I used Magician's Rod to go to Dark Magician to get Magician's Rod there. So then my opponent is using Trap Tricks. I use Skill Drain, and then also used they can really want, hey, Trap Tricks, you like trap cards, right? Well, how does it feel to be hit with these trap cards? Don't you like trap cards, Trap Tricks? Isn't that what it's all about? My opponent thought that this would not be affected by trap cards because, yeah, look, technically it's not, right? But this is like Blue-Eyes Tyrant Dragon, where if you have Blue-Eyes Tyrant Dragon on the field and then your opponent uses Skill Drain, even with this card, if you have this on the field and Blue-Eyes Tyrant Dragon, let's just say that for example, and then Skill Drain is activated, that won't affect Tyrant and this this Trap Tricks monster. I was about to make a certain joke, but I'm not going to. They wouldn't affect them because, yeah, they're not affected by trap cards. However, because Skill Drain was already there before activated, then they are affected by trap cards. So I think my opponent just didn't realize that Trap Trick Sarah was affected by Skill Drain. So yeah, I decided to see if my opponent had that trap card, and they did. I was like, of course, I knew it. It was so obvious. Then my opponent did that, realized, and just, yeah, I summoned Dark Magician, my opponent left. But I don't know, like, did my opponent just not realize that it doesn't work? Because the other monster's stronger, right? Yeah, so I guess my opponent just didn't realize, yeah, I should just left the other monster there. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but yeah, I guess my opponent thought Skill Drain wouldn't affect it. That's funny. That's going to be the last replay. Also, the replays I had saved, I think like the first four duels I was going like first. So I did want to get some duels where I was going second. So I have a few, but not much. Just the day I started using Dark Magician, I think it was like Friday night. It's like 2 days ago. I was just winning, like, I don't know, but I couldn't really rank up. You know what's funny? If I was using Blue-Eyes, I probably would have been in Master by now, because I was using Dark Magician, and Dark Magician is just not that strong. It's not that good, you know. But if I was using Blue-Eyes, I reckon I would have been in, like, such a high rank right now, because some of these duels I had were fine, you know. And then, yeah, Dark Magician is sort of whatever, but it's like if I had Magia, Stifler, Ultimate Spirit Dragon, and sometimes even Blazer Dragon, it would have been, yeah, oh my god, would have been so much better. See, I just decided to use Red-Eyes Fusion. I'm like, you know what, fuck the BS, I'm just going to summon Dragoon. I don't care, I'm just going to summon Dragoon. My opponent randomly activated that. I'm just like, okay. So I attacked, went to main phase 2, destroyed these 2 cards and dealt damage. But yeah, I was just like, why not, you know? And then I set down Skill Drain and my opponent left. Do I even bother showing the deck? Because I don't want people using Dark Magician until we get the new support. I'm not going to bother showing the deck because, good god, do not use Dark Magician until we get the new support. That's when I'll make a deck video and all that. But in the meantime, don't use Dark Magician until we get the new support. And yeah, it was nice to Dragon, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Last time I used Dark Magician until we get the new support. Or even if something happens and I just feel like using it again. I don't know, but don't expect Dark Magician for a while. Bye.